early 14th century, the lands of modern-day Turkey are a seething cauldron of war and chaos. The once mighty Seljuk Sultanate has fallen under the blows of the Mongols. The Byzantine Empire is in decline, losing control over its eastern borders. Anatolia has become a patchwork of dozens of warring Turkic principalities, beyliks. Each is fighting for survival. Yet amidst this chaos, on the very frontier of the Christian world, a force is emerging that will forever alter the course of world history. A small tribe, led by Osman Ghazi, begins its journey. It is they who will transform this borderland into the heart of a future great empire, the Ottoman Empire. In 1326, Osman's son, Orhan Ghazi, captured Bursa, a wealthy Byzantine city, by storm. Bursa became the first official Ottoman capital. This marked a turning point. The former nomads and warriors transitioned to a settled way of life. Orhan realized that a state could not be built on raids alone. He began minting his own coinage, established madrasas, and constructed a rigid, centralized power structure. Most importantly, however, he reformed the army. From then on, the Ottomans no longer relied solely on irregular steppe cavalry. The first professional infantry corps were created. A formidable military machine was born, ready to cross the boundaries of Asia. In the mid-14th century, an event occurred that struck terror into the heart of Europe. Taking advantage of the civil war in Byzantium, the Ottomans crossed the Dardanelles. In 1352, they captured the fortress of Simp, their first permanent foothold on European soil. The new ruler, Murad I, launched a massive campaign of expansion across the Balkans. Adrianople fell and became the new capital. It was under Murad that one of history's most renowned, June 15th, 1389, the field of Kosovo. Here, the fate of the Balkans was decided. Sultan Murad clashed with the united army of the Serbian Prince Lazar. The battle was incredibly fierce. In the heat of the fighting, the Serbian nobleman Miloš Obilić, posing as a defector, infiltrated the Sultan's camp and mortally wounded Murad. It seemed the Ottomans had been left leaderless, yet the Sultan's son, Bayezid, instantly took command. Concealing his father's death, he dealt a crushing blow to the Allies' flanks and completely destroyed their army. For his incredible speed and ferocity that day, Bayezid earned the nickname the Thunderbolt. Serbia became an Ottoman vassal, and the path to Central Europe lay open. At the end of the 14th century, Bayezid, the Thunderbolt, is at the peak of his power. He crushes European crusaders at Nicopolis and tightens the noose around Constantinople. It seems nothing can halt this ascent. But history is treacherous. A new storm rises from the depths of Asia, the lame conqueror Tamerlane. In 1402, at the Battle of Ankara, Timur's Iron Army utterly defeats the Ottomans. The proud Bayezid himself is taken prisoner and soon dies in captivity. The 14th century ends in catastrophe for Turkey. The state falls apart, plunging into a decade of internecine strife and chaos. It seemed the Ottoman state was finished forever. Yet the foundation laid by its early rulers in the 14th century proved stronger than their enemies had imagined. A standing army, clear laws, and a unique administrative system enabled the state to rise from the ashes. The 14th century transformed Turkey from a collection of disparate nomadic tribes into a cohesive nation of conquerors. Just half a century later, their descendants would storm the impregnable Constantinople, finally burying the 1,000-year-old Roman Empire and forging a great world power upon its ruins. But it all began there, in the harsh, dusty steppes of 14th century Anatolia.